Good morning. Question of the day, I guess, is going to be, what are you waiting for? People go to work every day just to put food on the table, to jobs that are killing them. They hate going. They hate it while they're there. They hate it on the way home. It affects your mood and your attitude. So let me ask you, why haven't you started working on something else? Something that you are passionate about, something that you have a gift for. Maybe you have the desire to start a YouTube channel, just like I did. Then do it. You know what? An hour a week. Give up an hour a week. Whatever job you work, how many hours you work, you can do an hour a week. Research it and then do it. Stop researching like I did. I waited so long. And I don't have a lot of views and I don't have a lot of subscribers, but you know what? It's already starting to affect my life. I'm seeing the potential in it. If I can help one person, if I can motivate one person to do something, to help them change their life, great. Then I've done that. If I don't make a dime off of it, so be it. It's not about the making money part. That'll come later. What's your passion? Do you like fishing? Do you like snowboarding, skiing? Are you a financial analyst? Are you good with money? That sort of thing. People are looking for help all the time. And YouTube is the second largest search platform out there. And you know what? They come to YouTube for that. Maybe you know how to take apart a small engine and put it back together. Maybe you know how to troubleshoot a big engine. I don't know. Maybe you know how to work on a motorhome. There is so many opportunities out there on YouTube that can change your life. And I just want people to think about this for a minute. The graveyard, it's full of people who are going to wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Start today. Right now, I'm using an iPhone. I guess I can say that. But yeah, I'm using an iPhone. I've got a tripod. And then I've got this little holder in my hand that I'm holding my phone with. I've got a small computer. And I've got CapCut. This is what I use to edit my videos. It's all you need to start. Think about it. 1 hour a week is nothing. It's 60 seconds. In a day, there's 86,400 seconds. Every one of them counts. So what are you going to do with them? You going to sit on the couch, eat potato chips? Or are you going to do something that tries to change your life and make it better? I guarantee you, if you start small steps, you'll get there. And you know what? You're going to fail. You're going to get disappointed. And when you do that, you try again because you learn from those failures. I think Denzel Washington is the one that said in his speech, I hope everybody fails from time to time because it teaches us humility and it also teaches us a better way of doing things. So what have you got to lose? It's an hour a week. Maybe, just maybe, you're very good at a craft or woodworking. And if that's the case, people would love to see what you got. They would love to see how to build a box because that's the basis of all woodworking. You know, it's the number one skill you got to have is to be able to build a box, make it square, make your mitered corners good, you know, no seams showing. I watched 100 videos on YouTube when I started woodworking as a hobby. And I tell you, I got a lot of great information. Likewise, I've looked up things for plumbing. Maybe you're a good plumber. And there's a particularly tricky new toilet out there that's got to have some work done to it. And you can show people how to fix that. You can help them, and in the same turn, you're helping yourself. I don't have the answers for everything. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I do know this. If you don't start today, you're going to regret it this time next year. Think about it. That thing you wanted to do. What if it was 2025, February 2nd, and you started then? Where would you be today? I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. Success doesn't. Not if it's worthwhile. But it will happen. You have to be consistent. And you have to have content that people are looking for in there. Now, maybe it's not a YouTube channel you want. Maybe it's you want to open up a small business. Maybe you want to sell on Etsy. Maybe you do crafts. There's any number of things that you can start doing right now that'll start helping you to get to that point where you want to be, so that you're not going back to that job that is just dragging you down, making you tired. In some of my other videos, I've talked about regret. And I want to tell you right now, I don't regret starting this channel. I do regret not starting it sooner. Got a couple of responses on one of my videos. I think it was my very first one. And one of them said, thank you. And I don't know, maybe that was something that impacted them. Maybe it touched them in some way, made them think. Les Brown, very motivational speaker. Humble beginnings. Didn't have much at all. If you get a chance, look him up on YouTube. I guarantee you, you'll get a sense of what he went through. And quite frankly, I can't complain about my life at all, because, wow, look him up. But he also said, if you go to the graveyard, you're in the most expensive real estate on the planet. In the graveyard, there are books that went to the grave with the people that were going to write them but never did. Businesses that never happened. Vacations never taken. Forgiveness never given. And that's powerful if you think about it. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed the next minute. Start where you are with what you have and put it to work. I think sometimes that our biggest failure in life is our self-doubt. Self-doubt is crushing. Maybe you don't like speaking in front of the camera. Maybe you're nervous. I mean, I don't like speaking in front of the camera. I think I look foolish. I don't think my voice sounds that great either. But here I am. I've kind of conquered that fear. And maybe that's one of the reasons I waited so long or hesitated. Overcome it. Find your why. And use that why to pick yourself up, to overcome that fear. Maybe you don't know how to navigate the paperwork to start a business. You know what? That's what YouTube's for. So much advice on there. They can show you step by step, even whichever state you're in. Maybe you think that your family won't support it. You're crazy. You'll never go anywhere. You know what? Don't listen to that. As a matter of fact, don't even tell them about it. Now, I'm not saying keep secrets from your family. Not that. But I'm just saying, don't spread the word. Keep your goals tight to your chest. I shared this goal with my wife. She's the only one I've shared it with. And she's supportive. And that means the world to me. Because I think that if we keep going the way we're going, and the more videos that get out there, maybe people will see in their lives what I've seen in my life, and then they can use that to encourage them. That's all I'm trying to do here. But if you don't take the advice, well, that's nothing I have control over. You are the one who has control over whether or not you take my advice. And if you take my advice and you start today, you might fail tomorrow. But then you get up again the next day and you start all over again. Never said it was going to be easy. This stuff is hard to navigate. It's hard to figure out between editing and recording and making sure I don't look like an absolute fool. Yeah, it's a pain. But if you stick to it, like I'm sticking to it, you'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe our journeys will cross paths at some point. Maybe we'll meet and do a, what do you call that thing? A live chat. We'll talk to each other about our journeys and how we figured out how to work this mess that's called YouTube and make it doable for us. So again, let me just summarize. Start today. Start with what you have, where you are, and take that first step. Fail. Try again. Fail better. Try again. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. And leave it in the comments. What is it, something that you want to do with your life? What is something that you wanted to try? And maybe it's not even to make money. Maybe it's just something you wanted to do and you haven't stepped out yet and taken that chance. Leave a note down in the comments. We'll talk about it.